I don't want to take too much of your time. The tutorial is going to start real soon, guys, but I wanted to share a couple things with you. Number one, I'm super motivated, super like driven right now. I got to spend the entire weekend with some of your favorite YouTube barbers, including Get Beam, 360 Jeezy, Tyler Trotter, the list goes on. Matt Gifted Hands, Perez. Anyways, we were together for the Orlando premiere, but we also spent the weekend doing stuff and sitting at the table and talking about YouTube and business and family and barbering, and it was an amazing weekend, unforgettable one. But I'm excited, man. So I got a laptop, okay, a new MacBook Pro. That's how serious I am. I'm gonna start pumping out a lot of content. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been dropping something almost every day. I don't know how I'm not going to be consistent with that, but I want to ask you guys if you could in the comments below, let me know what you think about a schedule. Like, I don't know, every Monday and Wednesday a tutorial at 9 a.m. And then, I don't know, something else every Friday at a certain time. You guys let me know in the comments below. I'm definitely going to read the comments and take what I can from your feedback. So if you've gotten anything from this channel, you want to continue to get value from this channel, and whatever it may be that why you enjoy this channel, make sure you hit subscribe and hit that little bell button or whatever. But either way, man, I love you guys. Tomb 45 family. Let's get started. Alright, so look at the before. He's got really long curly hair, and we're gonna try to keep that curly look. I think it's a dope look. His hair is awesome, so cool. His hair is so cool. He's a cool kid, man. Cool looking kid. And I know it sounds weird, but I'm trolling you guys. This is my son, so I'm cutting my son's hair, and it's been a while since he's made an appearance on the channel, but he did not want his hair cut for the longest time. He was just growing his hair. I had cut it. He doesn't like his hair short. He likes it curly and long, but it's summertime now, and it's time to cut this thing. We're gonna keep the length, as much length as we're gonna keep length on top, not as much as possible, but we're gonna keep length on top, but we're gonna go a lot tighter on the sides. Like, I'm talking about bald on the sides. You know, the trade-off was that the deal he made with mommy was pretty much he could get like a simple design, and you know what she means by simple design is not what he means by simple design. So simple design for him is, you know, what he wanted me to put on the side of his head was, he wanted me to put "Born a Leader" instead of, not Born a Leader, I'm sorry, Born a Legend instead of Die a Legend. My son wants to create a clothing line for kids and he wants it to be called Born a Legend. He's already a little entrepreneur. I'm sorry, this is off topic. I'm just proud of my son. Kid gets good grades, all that good stuff. So anyways, here so you saw that I grabbed everything horizontally. Now everything's vertical. I'm just cutting the hair, cross-checking it, but we're keeping a lot of that length. Curls need length. Curls need length, and you never texturize curls. They also need other hairs to come together to create those curls, and this is him being goofy, turning up. So I'm putting victory fiber in his hair, and again, there he goes, turning up, being a goofball in the shop, because he knows he's on camera. So anyways, he's got victory fiber in there. We're gonna let that air dry, and now we'll start to do some clipper work. Okay, but you'll see as the air dries, it's gonna look really nice, and the victory fiber gives a little bit of a shine to the curls. So you'll see at the end, it's still gonna look pretty natural with a hint of shine. So alright, and now we're gonna start the foundation with a number 3, and this will allow me to have a great base and know that I'm going from bald to a 3. Okay, so now we're making our initial guideline, and our next base, of course, is typically the blade open. I'm not gonna make this fade too high. I do want to keep some length like around the parietal ridge, so I'm gonna try. I want it to be like a medium low fade, if that makes sense. Now we're using our number 1 open to create the next guideline. And I usually don't do this when I fade, but I'm creating every guideline before I start to fade. And then my last guard that I'd be using is our number 2, because we know that we've started everything with a number 3. We're just blending into a 3. So the last guard we're using is our number 2. And then I'll begin to take out each of those guidelines. And what you hope for, what you pray for, what you're aspiring to do, as you take out these guidelines, your finished result should be a fade. Okay, and we're using our 1.5 guard to blend the 1 open into the 2. We'll use the half guard to blend the blade open to the 1, and then we'll use the blade close to take out that initial guideline. And those are the steps all the way around. And when you're adjusting the lever as needed, so if you're using your half guard, for example, open, and it's not quite taking out the line or still a little bit dark in a certain area, then you know you need to lower the lever some. But as we're blending down, we're seeing the fade come into place. That's one of the benefits of fading down. It's not for everybody, but that's why I show so many different ways of fading on my channel. There's not one technique. There's a lot of different ways to create the same finished product. And honestly, it's up to you to try everything and, you know, create the system that works best for you. So the only thing that I notice when I'm blending from top to bottom is I feel like I have to be a little bit more careful when I'm taking out that bald line, so I don't create so I don't raise my fade up too much, because I've already done all that work above the bald line. I don't want to have to do that work again. Alright, and this is where the haircut really starts to take place. Like, it all starts, I don't know, by putting the C cup on it, I feel like it makes everything just pop. So we'll do the C cup, but I'm gonna leave my son's front hairline natural. Cause that boy, he got a nice sized forehead. He don't got a big forehead. He got a nice face. You know what I mean? Like, he got the curls and stuff. I don't want to mess that up. He's got a lot of synergy going on with all of his features. Thanks in part to myself. Thanks in part to his mama. And I'm curious. You guys are seeing my son. If you know what my wife looks like, who do y'all think he looks like? Does he look like me, or does he look like his mom? I'm interested. So comment below. Let me know your opinion. Alright, so here's the part that his mom promised him. And so we did these two lines, and my son has named them Panther Claws. I'm sure it's inspired by his favorite movie, Black Panther. That's like his favorite movie right now. So he made this design. He named them the Panther Claws. So shout out to my boy for that. And my son, man, he's a clown. He's just as funny as his dad. I'm messing, guys. I don't know if you guys saw the last video I dropped, but one of the latest videos I dropped, I was trolling Jeezy in there, telling him I'm funny. I mean, and I am. I like to think I'm pretty funny, outside of the tutorials. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. For me, the tutorials have always been serious. It's always been about teaching you guys and giving you bars and nuggets and all that stuff. So I've left a lot of the funny stuff out, but I don't know. So I just started combing all the hair for the design, combing the hair in place of where it wants to sit, because you don't want to like do a design and then a person's walking around a day from now, 2 days from now, and his hair is covering the design. The reason why it's doing that is because you didn't comb the hair where it wanted to lay and then do the design. And especially since the length where the design is pretty long, it's like, it's finger length, so it's not like a 1.5 guard or a 2. So it's a simple design, but what matters is that my son's happy with it. And we didn't have to do Born a Legend on the side of his head. Alright guys, so on this side it's the same steps. I sped it up. You guys can keep up with the color code. We're going to throw the C cup on there. One of the things I did want to show you guys, like, you see how it looks like kind of dark spotty? That's because his hair wants to curl right around the ridge. It's like that length where it wants to curl. So what I did was I used the thinning shears to try to get rid of some of that curling action. And I think it did the job. So, and you'll see once I bring out them thinning shears what I'm talking about. And he's definitely starting to get a little impatient. Like, my son, he wants a fresh cut, but he wants to get in and out. What is that face? Alright, and then we're going to do some final touches with the razor, especially on the design, just to make it pop a little bit more and also give it some cleaner lines. The razor really, I feel like it's super important when it comes to designs. It just, you see that, like I feel like it cleaned up the lines and made them sharper and just made it stand out more, because the contrast between the surrounding hair and what you cut out just kind of, it makes it pop more. And that's looking good, man, if I don't say so myself. Curls are bouncing. You guys can see we let it air dry, so now the curls have a natural bounce to it, and with a little bit of, with a tight, slight amount of shine from the Victory fiber. So here it is, man. You guys can see the silhouette, you guys can see the angles, you see the curl, the front profile, all that good stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial.